football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. This should be a good one to watch. Coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between these road warriors and the home team. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might... Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 Divisional Round games. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
The rookie from Florida in on that stop. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 36-yard line.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking for a throw here. That's caught for the first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 47. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They are throwing it again. He's got a man left. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So they come on offense now, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kate, I know you get tired.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Throwing here on second and a handful. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go, right up the gut. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
One more push from the ground game. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 13. Finds a man right side. And this one does not go far. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now looking to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game, but this is starting more like a baseball game. 2-0 here in the bottom of the 1st. No, just kidding. Still there's the 1st quarter here this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like a pitcher's duel too, right? I mean, it's just a low-scoring affair here out the gate. I'll tell you what this does do, though, Kate. Right, in this world of analytics and looking at scores, this starts to screw that just conventional wisdom up. When you get an oddball like this, a safety early, just watch over the course of this game how it may affect some of the decision-making of the coaches.
The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Sending a receiver left. Here's 2nd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. How about this? It's a 2-0 ball game. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. It is caught left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punting unit out now. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here comes their offense out again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. They're going play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll throw it yet again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They're set up at the 35 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that'll give him a first down. They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 yards, that's gonna bring up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws. Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that's going to give them the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense getting set to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Complete out to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We've reached halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report
But
with
first,
Jonathan
let's take a look
Coachman.
ahead to
Coach,
tomorrow's
take it
other
away.
divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over
Story is
to Kate
halfway
Scott.
told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive, the 2nd half. And they really lean on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. He completes it in traffic. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives them the 1st. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And we always hear running backs say one fumble is too many for a game. Well, he's lost one now. The low point in a game that's had a lot of struggles for him on the ground. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He breaks a tackle, and he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
The quarterback keeps it.
Well, you can scratch that one from the playbook, and you're not going to call it again if you can't impact the D-tackle. You just saw him sitting right there. He was ready for a feast, and he buried that draw before it could get started.
From the gun on 3rd down. He just throws this one away.
The 3rd down pass.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throwing now on 1st down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it.
The quarterback on the
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll throw on first. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10 now. Finds his man over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They're throwing it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. On first down, they'll run. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It is cut left side. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. To the air now on 1st and 10. Catch made over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the well again. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. They've got the ball to start, but their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They go play action here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. He hit his 1st one. His 2nd one's coming from inside of 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. Still finding room past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, ones like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The offense headed back to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. Play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing off the play fake here. Put the body on the line for his team. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 12-yard line.
They are throwing it again. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
He's back to throw. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Has them the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys push the lead to 2 scores now. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out runs their offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys with a 2-score lead. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Dropping back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw now. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He goes down to a knee, and this one's over. They're on their way to the AFC Championship game. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.